The snow flaked against my pristine hair, the bun holding firm from the ravaging of the wind. I held fast to my dress, knowing the time would soon come of warmth and company unlike any met. The fairy had told me that the pumpkin carriage was awaiting me upon the distant hill. I had been reluctant at first of these dreamy whispers. They have led me to dark places before. The metallic taste of pills and the dryness that follows sank deep into my throat. The bits of snow cascading into my maw were but tears, cold and lifeless, pressing against my broken tongue. The hill loomed, and the image of my ride shone bright before me. My heart was ecstatic, and for the first time in ages I had hope that the truth might be that which I refuse to see, not others. I looked to the path ahead. The bushes swayed with the tempest as the snow gathered into an almost corporeal form. The sound of bells and singing enticed me to press on. I could hear the echo of a neigh from the hill, the horses readying for my arrival to take me to the palace. "Mike, we got a live one!" Alex placed his coffee in the holder next to him and placed his hand on the car door. "Not her again!" Mike exclaimed as he turned on the siren for the patrol car and turned it around to face the woman standing at the edge of the road. Alex opened the door, getting out of the car as he looked with frustration towards the sidewalk where the woman stood. Her frizzled hair was such a ragged dress that she wore it seemed too little of coverage for such a winterly scene. She held a large hollowed-out pumpkin in her arms. "Mindy, you can't keep doing this kind of stuff." Alex put his hands out towards her. I darted to the side as the snow beasts came for me, their arms a mere whisper of smoke and ice. I would not be torn from my destination by such foul monsters. With the strength of craze and frantic expression, my legs beat against the ground, the hill coming ever close to meet me, the sweep clasp of hooves on pavement and the wind carrying the scent of worn horsehair and the tingle brought to the back of my throat. It caused a wheeze to wreak devastation on the tempered snowfall as I was to meet my carrier. "That woman is going to be the death of my career," Mike stated as he huffed down the street chasing the woman. He reached for his handcuffs on his belt and readied them as he looked up to see the woman standing atop the hill of the road, staring down the other side. She had placed the pumpkin on the road and was yelling into the frozen night air about a royal palace and her prince she was going to see. Alex shook his head. "These kinds of people need to be in institutions. Would keep us from having to run around every month for another cuckoo conundrum." The woman climbed inside the carved-out pumpkin and launched herself down the hill. I opened the door of the carriage as the wind blew in my face. Raising my hand, I guarded my hair from the storm. It had to remain perfect. The fairy had said my hair would be my winning prize, this night with my prince. Stepping into the walkway upon which led to the grand gates of the large palace that appeared to beckon me with its majestic charm, I began to hear the bells and songs once more of the great palace. I was to be the newest edition of grand royalty. It was mine by right through the vision of a fairy. My trust was naive, yes, but who would not trust in such things when the only downside is a mere gesture of indulgence? I knew things would not be so easy as the snow began to gather behind me and the roar of the beasts on my heel prompted my action. I turned to run for the gates, for the prince and his guards would surely defend me from such creatures. They are not of this ground, they are far from it, so if he wish me upon him with sight, he find me. I shall be of one with him, for there is not others that can satisfy the cunning of such a man. My mind burns to the knowledge he possesses, for the craving of stories and imagination. Take me with them to unknown worlds. I see it now, the hands of the beast reaching for me. The pain strikes my back, my limbs weaken as the world seeks to thrust itself into my vision. I am passing through this broken earth, the darkness swelling around me to suck me into its abyssal demise.